We'll see the New York Knicks taking on the Atlanta Hawks, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Pass to Brunson. Makes it off the glass.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
To the inside. Okongwu. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. And here's McCollum. Inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for
it. We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Daniels, and he jams it with authority.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
On the wing, Daniels. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Fast break, here they come. Bridges left side. Hart outside. Pass to Anunoby. And here's Brunson outside. Okongwu grabs the board. Hawks passing it around. And it's McCollum in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Towns. Bridges outside. Got a piece of it. Daniels with it. Bridges covering. Kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Daniels. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Okongwu a screen. Johnson attacking. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Pass to Brunson. The shot goes down and he gets his game back to even. Brunson's got 5.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Brunson draws the double. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the contest. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. On the free throw, no good. Atlanta with the ball, trailing by 2. And Kuminga throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Now Alvarado. Back to Hart. Johnson over to help. Just 3 to shoot. And that one drops. And it's the Hawks' ball. Pass to Johnson. Lets it go with the 3. Robinson pulls it in. So it's the Knicks now. Bridges inside the three-point line. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Johnson outside. Back to McCollum. Johnson the screen. It's McCollum with the drive. Kuminga with a wide-open look. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks with the lead. Bridges outside. Anunoby in the corner. Pass to Hart. Launches a three. A three-pointer is right on target. Hart's got 7 points. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 2. We'll get things started in the second quarter.
13. New York. 15.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown.
Like my necklace started relaxing now. That's full of chain reaction. See, money ain't a thing. We still the same. Flows just changed. Now we about to change the game.
Said my don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on, I said my don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. Now we living better now, coochie sweater now, and that G4 can fly through any weather now. See, haters get tight when you're worth some millions. That's why I thought the chinchilla hurt their feelings. You can find your at all type of events. Out of Vegas front row to all of. If born come, then they probably squeal. Cause half the rappers that blow like Derek for real. If you cross the line, right, I'm gonna hurt you. These even made signs commercial. Even Lil Bow Wow, B2K. Walking like that's what's up. Can't keep telling me to speak about the rucker. Matter of fact, I don't want to speak about the rucker. Not even Pee Wee Kirkland could imagine this. My team didn't have to play to win the championship. Come on, don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock.
We've got the Lakers taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you joining us for a little basketball. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
Well, the 7-footer, Ayton, when he's this close to the basket, he's looking for the jam.
Here's Daniels. And the layup is good off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
The three, James. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Gotta stay up on James or he will go right up with that shot.
There's the screen by Johnson. Down low. Out to the wing. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Laravia, left side. Pass to Kennard. Back to Laravia. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. And here's Daniels. Check by James. Now Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Here's Alexander Walker. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
McCollum outside. And that one is hammered home.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools showing his hops on that one.
Now Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Laravia. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. It's James on the wing. He drops it from range. James has got 6 points.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
Okongwu up top. It's stolen by Smart. Now Los Angeles moving it up. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Kennard for three. Knocked loose. James attacks. Oh, wow!
Oh, my!
Hammer it home!
You'd love to see that effort from LeBron. Never giving up on the play. He capitalizes with a bucket right there. And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
And the Lakers get it back. Pass to James. Again, the miss by James. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. And he drives in. Second shot opportunity. On the wing, Alexander Walker. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So both teams changing it up here. 1:02 left in the first quarter here. And there's James from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 11.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Shot's good by McCollum.
Well, McCollum is never afraid to get competitive at the arc.
Here's James. It's good from about 19 feet. James has got 13.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Now, here is James. He's got 13. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Kuminga. Here's McCollum. And he banks in the layup.
That's a nice touch around the rim. McCollum makes the most of his opportunities down there.
Hayden with a screen. For three, James. No good that time. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Atlanta on top. They lead by 4.
15.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Back to Kleba. Doubled by Kuminga. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And Kuminga throws it down.
He led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Los Angeles substitution. LeBron James. Marcus Smart. Luke Kennard.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Pass to McCollum. Three-pointer. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
Well, McCollum wasted no time when he has a window.
To the inside. Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Rejected by James. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. And so it's Atlanta with it. Pass to Kuminga. Back to McCollum. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Picked up by Okongwu. To the middle. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
They get it back. LaRavia outside. No good with the triple. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the game here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's McCollum. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Kennard for three. Rebound Atlanta. McCollum looking it over. Pass to Okongwu. Kispert left side. Soft touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 12.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's James. The Lakers with another miss. It's stolen by James. Nice work inside from James.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate. Close to the bucket, in the high percentage area.
The Hawks lead by 10. Outside heel. With the drive. Back to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Back to LaRavia. Kicks it out to Smart. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Pass to James. The floater. Another miss. 6 makes, 6 misses so far. Here's Atlanta now. 10-point lead. And here's Kispert from the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's James. The rebound by Atlanta. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. Okongwu inside. Good. Work defensively by James. Pass to LaRavia. Launches it. The shot no good. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. The Hawks lead by 10. Pass to Johnson. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. So it's Los Angeles now. The baseline J is on the way. And that one comes up a bit short. Daniels outside. Here's Johnson. To the paint. Releases. Here's Alexander Walker. 3-pointer off the mark. Lakers trail by 10. James with the ball. Now Alexander Walker defending. And a foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul of the game. Kennard for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up to the Atlanta Hawks. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's James. He's got 15. Pass to LaRavia. Back to James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 17.
Yeah, no doubt about it. LeBron is in attack mode tonight. He's looking to score every time he touches the ball.
Now here's Johnson. Daniels outside. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
James, right side. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Johnson.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. The Hawks lead by 8. McCollum on the wing. Give him 8 points now. Driving in to the middle. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
McCollum with a steal. Here's Kuminga. Here he goes. And Kuminga throws it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Kennard for 3. Sinks it from distance. Kennard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest it.
From deep, Johnson. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's the 3. The shot by James, no good. The Hawks lead by 10. Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Kennard with it, and it's Hield picking him up. Hayes, shot's good. Hayes has got 8 points.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Pass to McCollum. And another basket for Atlanta.
The find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
They double him with Daniels. Hayes in the high post. Give him 8 points now. Hayes with a screen. Kennard. Again, the Lakers. The Hawks lead by 10. Pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Back to Kennard. 27 seconds left in the third.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
McCollum outside. Pure from three-point range. He's got 13.
Well, no doubt McCollum is dangerous from distance.
Kennard for three. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up 15 points as this quarter concludes. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. And don't go far. We'll be... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Lakers trail by 15. Inside. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Picked up by Okongwu. For three, McCollum. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James double teamed. Here's LaRavia. Rebounded by Daniels. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Daniels outside. And here's Okongwu for three. Knocks down the long J. And the Hawks lead by 16.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
That one drops for him.
Well, look, even when you know he's taking it to the rim, he's very hard to stop.
The drive by Hield. There's McCollum with the three. Smart grabs a miss. Lakers trail by 14. James double teamed. Here's LaRavia. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. LaRavia's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Hield. Back to Okongwu. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Okongwu with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Hield.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Jacks up a three. It's money from deep.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get money.
Hield. Here's Daniels. McCollum. Can't get the three. James with the ball. Now guarded by Daniels. Now James. Kennard outside. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Now Johnson. James rips down the board. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Kennard outside. Oh, two vicious points from the King.
It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
Now Johnson. Now here's Daniels. 6 to shoot. Here's Okongwu. A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
He's more than capable of running an offense. McCollum is a combo guard who you trust with the ball.
James with the ball. Now Okongwu defending. Ayton. James outside. Oh, missed on the tray. Now McCollum. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Yeah, elevating his teammates with passes like this. LeBron is all about making his guys better.
Ayton. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And it's Atlanta's ball. At one point, they led by 16. And he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Here's James. Takes a 3. The dive for the ball. Johnson fires. Oh, the long ball, no good. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day,